Hello guys, welcome to the 3D market commentary for today, July 16th. Today is a Friday, so hopefully your trading week has gone well so far and you'll finish it off well today. Now I'm just going to put the disclaimers up on the screen so that they're being highlighted. There you go. Of course, important to understand the disclaimers from a legal perspective, but also to understand that these videos are demonstrations, meaning we show you what we do. It's up to you what you do with it. You can ignore it entirely if you want. You can take it on board or something in between. Ultimately, up to you. Okay, so 3D market commentary means we're going to go through a market commentary in 3 separate elements, and we look at 5 major world markets. I'll bring that up in a second. Before I do so, I just want to highlight, I know my head is in the way there, but my email address there is becky@tradictive.com. My name's Becky, and you've also got a link here, tradewithufos.com/Becky. Now, of course, emailing is great to get a hold of me. However, if you go to tradewithufos.com/Becky, which is this one, you can set yourself up with a free Trade with UFOs membership. You just fill in your name and email there and follow the steps through till you've got your free membership. Once you've got your free membership, you'll get the email that I'm going to go through today and that I go through, and my colleague Boyan goes through every morning. You'll get that through to you directly. You'll get recordings of sessions that we do, and you'll get reminders of sessions that we do. You'll also be able to come down here and ask questions in this public space. Now that's great because it means that once you've asked a question in the public space, we can answer it there. So it means other people see the answers. So if you scroll down a bit, you'll see that there are other questions here that people have asked and the relevant answers to it. So again, you'd be doing somebody else that favor to be posting your questions there for us to answer there, and everybody learns from the same space. Also with this link, you can book one-on-one coaching with me if you'd like to. So that's tradewithufos.com/Becky. Okay, so let's have a look at that 3D market commentary, which is this email here. Now, like I said, 5 major world markets, 3D approach, meaning we're looking at 3 separate things. So first element here is market climate. Basically, is the probability up, down, or nowhere? And therefore, should we buy, sell, or do nothing? It's a sort of only ever 3 answers that it could be. We use an app here called the AutoClimate app. On most platforms, AutoClimate is free. So once you've got your free Trade with UFOs membership, but depending on the platform that you use, you can download AutoClimate for free to use that to help you. Now, AutoClimate, ignore the dots. AutoClimate shows us through these dots where we have probability. So if it's a thick red dot like this one, that tells us probability is downwards. We should probably look to sell. If it's a thick blue dot like this one, that tells us probability upwards. We should probably look to buy. If it's a thin dot of either color, that tells us not enough probability either way, do nothing. So it answers that question for us. Is it thick blue, thick red, or thin? And it tells us what the answer to those questions are. Now, once we've figured out that we're going to either buy or sell, we want to then figure out where we're going to buy and sell, where in price. That's why we use unfilled orders, buy and sell UFOs, UFO unfilled order. Buy orders are shown in these green UFOs, and it shows us on the right-hand side the prices that are relevant to that. Now, why is that helpful? Because if we're going to buy, it's helpful to know where there's lots of other buying going on. Because if there's lots of buying going on at the same place, it's more likely to push price upwards. If we want to sell, then we go with these red UFOs. And again, it will highlight to us the prices on the right-hand side. If we want to sell, then we want to sell where there's lots of other selling going on. It's much more likely to push price down. So we use the AutoUFOs to show us exactly where we're going to be buying and selling. AutoUFOs, depending on the platform that you use, comes at different prices. For TradingView, which is the one we're using here, it's $34 per month. Different prices on different platforms. So check that out on the website if you're interested in those. The third thing that we want to look at is volatility, upcoming speed of price, basically. How far can we expect it to go within given periods of time? So we'll go through each of these elements per market. We're starting now with the S&P 500, and we're looking at the ES. So the S&P 500 is the top 500 US stocks, and the ES is the futures contract for it. Essentially, we are looking at a representation of the US stock market. So with the S&P, we have a thick blue dot, confirmed upwards climbing, probability to the upside. Now, usually this market would go up for 9 candles. I'm just rounding that up. and we're on candle number 18. So that tells us that we have gone twice as far as what is normal in terms of a move to the upside. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change now or change tomorrow. Of course, we've already gone past it. We could still go past it. It's just that the further overextended it is, the less probabilities we have. For the time being, though, still probabilities to the upside. With UFOs, we have buy orders just underneath us here, or relatively close beneath us there, at 4248.25 to 4205.75. That's where we have buy orders. So overall, probability still up there for the S&P. Now, in terms of volatility, we expect that in a year, the S&P would move up or down of 16.89%, which means in a day, 46.33 points up or down. In a week, 101.99 points up or down. And in a month, 212.31 points up or down. So that's the S&P. Now, if we just move on to the next market, which is oil. In the meantime, you'll see there about educating yourself and the different courses that we do. So we do courses in futures, stocks, forex, trading plans, backtesting, psychology. Depending on which course is obviously going to be best for you, you can browse them and take them there. Let's say though, for example, you were thinking, oh no, I don't want to do a course. I just want to subscribe to the UFOs and use that technology to help me trade. You can do that. You can subscribe directly to them. But as I said before, UFOs on TradingView are $34 per month. Now, some of our courses come with 3 months complimentary access to those apps. Now, some of our courses are a one-off fee of $34 for a one-off fee of $89. So if you do the maths on that, your first 3 months of AutoUFOs can be drastically discounted by taking a course. So it might be worth taking a course just for that reason, let alone to learn something great and be able to apply it in your trading. Okay, so oil, we have a confirmed downwards climate, thick red dot there, probability downwards. Usually the market would go down for 7 candles and we're on candle number 2. So we still have room for it to move down based on what's usual. Now, in terms of sell UFOs, we don't have any, but we do have buy UFOs here at 68.87 to 65.25. Now, this has already worked. Price came in and went out and came in and went out and came in and went out. That's what we expect buy UFOs to do, is push price upwards. So every time price came back and touched this stack of buy orders, it was pushed back upwards again. That's why it's helpful to know where that's going to happen. That's why we use this app. So at the moment, we still have probability to the downside. If we were to hit the stack of buy orders, we'd have a bit of a conflict there. But for the time being, we've got room for it to move to the downside. Now, in terms of volatility, we'd expect that in a year, oil would move up or down of 38.04%. which means in a day, up or down of 1.72 points. In a week, it would be 3.78 points up or down. And in a month, 7.86 points up or down. So that's oil. Now moving on to the next market, which is gold. Okay. Brilliant. Whilst that's I'm just moving that around. See here it says about coaching and support. We of course do coaching and support or coaching on YouTube for free, Facebook as well. You can join us on those, of course. We also have a closed coaching environment where you get access to more of our time in that closed environment, $21 per month. So again, it's whatever suits you best. So with gold, we have a confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot there, probability upwards. Usually the market would go up for 7 candles. Again, I'm just rounding that up. And we're on candle number 8. So we have gone past slightly what's usual in terms of the move to the upside. Now, the thing with gold at the moment is that we are fighting buy orders against sell orders. So we have sell orders here between 1866 to 1804.4. And we have buy orders here between 1819.5 to 1750.1. So we have buy orders coming in beneath, sell orders just on top. No surprise here that prices hit the sell orders, come back down, hit the buy orders, come back up, hit the sell orders, come back down, hit the buy orders, come back up. It's kind of playing between the two at the moment. We also have a confirmed upwards climate, so probability upwards, but it's slightly overextended. So overall for me, this is a fight that's going on between these two sides, buyers and sellers. I don't want to get involved in that. I'd rather just wait and see what happens and then jump on the winning side. That would be what I want to do. So in gold, volatility wise, we'd expect in a year a movement up or down of 15.01%. In a day, 17.24 points up or down. In a week, 37.95 points up or down. And in a month, just 79 points either up or down. So that's gold. Let's move on now to the next market, which is the US dollar. Now, the US dollar is responsible for about 80% of transactions worldwide every single day. So be aware of what it does. It will affect a lot of the other markets. So we have a confirmed upwards climate, thick blue dot, probability upwards. We have, normally, the market would go up for 5 candles and we're on candle number 3. Now, we have a similar situation in that we have sell orders just above us at 93.005 to 92.84. We also have buy orders just beneath us at 92.42 to 92.0. So we're having a similar situation where price has gone up, hit the sell orders, come down, hit the buy orders, gone up. Again, the UFOs are doing their jobs. They're doing what we expect them to do. Sell orders push price down, buy orders push price up. So they're working in that case. Overall, we have probability up with the climate and perhaps a little bit of room for it to come back up again to be sell orders. But bear in mind that, again, we're kind of playing a bit of ping pong at the moment. We're very, very close towards these different sets. So again, for me, it's not worth it. I would rather change market or change time frame rather than play that ping pong game. But even if you see it as you just played the ping pong, there's some good opportunities in there as well. Okay, so volatility wise on the dollar, we'd expect that in a year, it would move up or down of 5.52%. So in a day, that's 0.32 points up or down. In a week, 0.71 points up or down. And in 1 month, 1.48 up or down. Okay, so moving on to the last market, which is backed Bitcoin. Now, whilst I load that, it says here about self-scheduling a clarification call. If you have questions about the apps, about the memberships, about the courses, what might be best for you, you can self-schedule a clarification call with one of our experts and figure it out with them. Okay, so Bitcoin, we have a confirmed downwards climate. We have a thick red dot, probability to the downside. Now, with Bitcoin, we are in the dark a little bit as to what's usual or what's normal with this market. It's not old enough yet for us to have the data to say this usually happens. So we're kind of in the dark there, but what we do know is we're in a confirmed downwards climate. We have sell orders just above us as well. That's 33,185 to 31,702.5. So sellers just coming in there. And then we have buy orders at 27,782.5 to 22,910. So overall here, probability to the downside with Bitcoin with room for it to move down as well. Now, with volatility, we'd expect in a year movement up or down of 83.7%. So in a day, that's 1,642.28 up or down. In a week, 3,615.32 up or down. And in a month, 7,525.89 up or down. So that's all of our markets and the probabilities associated with it using the apps that we use. We also have here an economic calendar. We get this from fxstreet.com. So you can go to that link and then you can filter by the things you want to filter by. We filter by high impact news on most major markets, meaning we want to know, are there scheduled reporting that's due to come out, or is there scheduled reporting that's due to come out that could impact the markets and make them move a little bit. So today being Friday, we had a few coming out this morning that's already out. So mainly just the US dollar yet to come out today. That's something to be aware of, that the markets may be impacted by this news. Okay, any other questions? You can email me, Becky@tradictive.com, or of course there is the tradewithufos.com/Becky. You can go there and get yourself a free Trade with UFOs membership at the top, get recordings and access to different things. You could book one-on-one coaching with me if you'd like, and you can also come down here and ask questions in this space so I can answer it there and everybody learns from the same place. So have a great weekend, guys. Have a great end to your trading week. I will see you on Monday. So have a great time, and I'll be with you later on today, and I'll see you there.